Hey everybody, it's Eric. I am here in Amsterdam. Um, oh, it's really interesting getting over here. This begins I think this is day one, or day two actually, now because the first day getting here, I guess that sort of counts. Um, just trying to get used to being over here. I've never done this before, so like just getting my feet on the ground was like new. The language barrier has like definitely been a trip because everything's in Dutch, even though everybody understands English and is happy to speak English if you have no other option. Everything's in Dutch, and so just getting in here on the train was a little bit of an issue. Not too hard, but I wound up just taking a cab because I couldn't figure out what train was going to bring me into the center of town and then get me to where I'm at. It turns out that the Airbnb that I'm at is in this great area. It's right on what's called Rose Canal, and I think I'm like 2 blocks from the Anne Frank house, and it's just an incredible architecture. Last night I went for a walk at like 2 in the morning and went into the central part of Amsterdam. Felt totally safe the entire time. What a super cool city. The way that bikes are integrated into Amsterdam. I've always heard how cool of a city Amsterdam was from the biking perspective, from being a cyclist, but they really run it here. I mean, the cyclists totally run the city. And it's not expensive to be a cyclist, right? You can get a really nice bike for like €170. It's not, super fantastic, but it's nice, it's durable, it's going to last you several years. Their bikes are everywhere. The bike storage locations are literally like, I guess there's one down in the center part of Amsterdam. It's like it's a parking garage, 3 stories high. It's just bicycles. And I was watching a video that they had shot in the 50s I'm trying to figure out what the city was. It was pretty close to here. Utrecht, maybe? I'm not really sure. Anyway, there were people waiting for a drawbridge to come down, and there were literally like 400 cyclists, all dressed in business clothes and whatnot, just waiting for the bridge to come down. The way that people act towards each other here is really cool too. There's just I guess tolerance, I think, is the word that they use, but there seems to be just kind of an understanding. There's so many different types of people here. They say there's like over 200 nationalities just in Amsterdam. Not a surprise to me. I was talking to somebody, I thought for sure they were from Jordan. We had been talking about Jordan at great extent, and then I find out he's actually from Armenia. And so, it's lots of great conversations, and I've already had a really good time here. I was walking downtown, and I wound up walking through the red light district, not on purpose. Just looked up, and there's these, storefronts, and they're just totally red, and it was just kind of, I don't know. It's accepted here. It's totally okay here, but it was one of those things for me. It was just kind of interesting. So anyway, I'm about to go out for a walk. I need to get myself a belt. I forgot one. And then I'm going to go downtown and check out some architecture, figure out the train station, make sure I have a reservation for my train day after tomorrow to head to Slovenia. And we'll just go from there. I have to get from here to Munich. And from what I understand, there's a 4-hour train, high-speed train that goes from here to Munich. And so I'm looking forward to my first high-speed train ride. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you, honey, for making this possible. And let's go check out Amsterdam. I'm going to be coming back in a couple weeks, or not in a couple weeks, like in 5 weeks, and then I'll come back at the end of the trip. So this isn't my only time in Amsterdam. I'll be here for a couple more times. But it is a lot more expensive on the western side of Europe than it is on the eastern side of Europe. So, all right, I'm done rambling. Let's go check out the city. Thanks a lot for paying attention to this stuff. I'm having a great time, and it took a long time for me to get out of the house and to get enough confidence to do this, but now that I'm doing it, I'm really happy that I'm here. One other thing that Kim said was that she thought for sure I'd scheduled too many cities. But I really think once I show up to a city, I give myself a good day to just kind of rest and kind of get used to where things are, and then I have a day to explore the city and then move on to the next one. So I think this is going to work out just fine. All right, well, let's go check out Amsterdam.